During dinner, she laughed a little too brightly, twirling her fork as she said, "He's just a friend." The moment the words left her mouth, I felt something shift inside me. It wasn't jealousy, not exactly, more like the sting of disrespect. I looked at her, trying to read the expression behind her smile, and replied calmly, "But he's still your ex." The table went quiet after that, the candles flickering between us like tiny, silent witnesses. She rolled her eyes, trying to brush it off, but I noticed the tension in her jaw. "You're overthinking," she said, waving her hand as if my feelings were nothing more than smoke to be pushed aside. I didn't argue. Instead, I studied her closely, realizing she wasn't nervous, she was defensive. And people only get defensive when they're hiding something. The rest of dinner felt forced. She kept glancing at her phone, smiling at messages that she refused to show me. Every time the screen lit up, her hand darted out like lightning to flip it over. I tried to keep my cool, but a plan started forming quietly in the back of my mind, fueled by her dismissive attitude. After we finished eating, she suggested we go for dessert somewhere else. I agreed, but when she went to the restroom, she left her phone on the table without locking it. I don't normally snoop, but trust isn't something you gamble with. I checked the screen. Her ex's name was right there, along with a string of emojis that left no room for excuses. My hands tightened around the phone. She hadn't just lied, she had mocked me with that laugh. I placed the phone back exactly where it was and sat quietly, waiting. When she returned, she acted like everything was fine. But now I knew the truth hiding behind her confidence. On the drive home, she talked non-stop, telling stories that felt rehearsed. I nodded, pretending to believe every word. If she wanted to play games, I decided I'd finish the whole board. I didn't confront her. I didn't raise my voice. Revenge, I thought, is best served with patience. When we reached home, she went straight to shower. While the water ran, I opened my laptop and made a few changes, something she'd never expect. I unfollowed her on every platform, removed her access to my accounts, and transferred all our shared event plans into my name alone. The silence of the room made each click feel like a step forward. By the time she stepped out of the bathroom, wrapped in a towel, I was already packing a small bag. She froze, confusion flashing across her face. "What are you doing?" she asked, her voice trembling just a little. "Giving you what you clearly want," I answered calmly. "Freedom to talk to whoever you want, especially your friend." Her eyes widened, and for the first time that night, she didn't have a comeback ready. She reached for my arm, but I stepped back, refusing to let her direct the moment again. She insisted it wasn't what I thought, but lies lose their power once the truth is exposed. I didn't shout. I didn't accuse. I just let her face the reality she had created. When she realized I had seen the messages, her shoulders slumped, and her expression shifted from confident to desperate. I walked toward the door slowly, letting the weight of the moment hang between us. She whispered my name, pleading, but it was too late. Respect is like glass, once cracked. You can glue it, but you always see the lines. When I reached the handle, I paused only once. Without turning around, I said, "Next time you laugh while lying, at least make sure the truth isn't staring at me from your phone." Then I stepped out, leaving her standing in a quiet apartment full of the echoes of her own choices. As the door closed behind me, I felt a calmness spread through my chest, not anger, not heartbreak, just certainty. Some endings aren't losses. They're freedom dressed as goodbyes.